Mic check, testing 1 2 1 2.
Microphone checker, 1 2 checker, checker.
Is that
1
a
2 checker?
hip hop thing?
Hoo checker, checker.
Wow. Is that what we really doing? Wow.
You don't know nothing about that.
You don't know nothing about that?
You don't know nothing about that.
All right. So,
Sponsored by Panama Blue.
brought to you by Panama Blue. Not yet. I think the name of this is going to be something like Dating Panama and Pizza. And we're going to talk about some things that I think need to be talked about. Especially if you're going to have any longevity in your relationship, you got to get these 3 things right. Y'all got to step your pizza game up. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. For those of you guys who are just tuning in, welcome back to Behind Closed Doors with the Brookses. I'm Glenn P. Brooks Jr., author, speaker, relationship coach, and this lovely light-skinned young lady next to me is none other than
Cherie A. Brooks Jr., author, speaker, and relationship coach. And it's great to be here with you guys today. And I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are joining us from today.
Listen, speaking of today, we're out at a marina. Marina not too far from where we live in the city of Panama. We actually are on the Amador Causeway, and this is one of these places, babe, that when people come from around the world, they come here. Very touristy in one sense. If you are a boat person, this is where you come if you want to dock and go to places like Toboga Island, San Blas, some of the different Pearl Islands, you name it, the catamarans, all the things this is one of those places that they leave out of. But we got to talk about 3 things that's essential to longevity when it comes to building relationships.
And number 1 is dating.
Dating, for sure.
Continuing to date after you say I do.
Listen, dating, Panama. Now, and when we say Panama, not everybody's going to get a chance to come here. We get that.
But finding your place.
Where is your place? Put it in the chat. Like,
Ours is Panama.
Where is your place? And I don't mean necessarily where you live.
Right.
I mean the place that brings you joy, the place that causes you to come alive when it comes to building your relationship. It might be the place that you vacation to or your favorite vacation spot of all time. Put it in the chat for us and maybe tell us why.
And
but
number 3,
the third thing is if you can stop stepping on my toes, because they are. Y'all forever getting on me about stepping on her toes.
So I'm returning the favor.
She's returning the favor. What would be the third thing,
number
babe?
3 is pizza.
What?
Pizza. And you may be wondering, well, why pizza? Well,
Listen.
Pizza is the perfect date night meal. Do you not know?
Listen, that's it. Okay, so now we really got to get the chat going. Perfect date night dinner. Put it in the chat. Perfect time. Now, you know they had the big thing, babe, about first dates. Where would you take people? And there was this whole laundry list of places that you don't go.
Right. Like,
well, I can promise you, pizza is one of those places that, you can elevate it. Like it can go to the tippy top real quick.
You can elevate it too. And also, oftentimes people think about first dates. We're gonna back up for a minute. So first date places, oftentimes they're saying you don't want to go someplace. You want to go someplace really, really nice. But I'm a firm believer that you should go someplace that's actually a little messy. Go eat some ribs.
Ooh.
Go have pizza.
Ooh.
Because it's not, everybody know how to use a fork and knife. At least we hope they do. But I want to see how you really get down.
Let's go places where the etiquette ain't a thing. You understand me? Like, let's toss the etiquette out the window. Because one thing's for sure, it's definitely going to make y'all talk. Like, remember when we were first married? I remember going out to dinner with a person not to be named member of our immediate family.
Oh, gosh.
And this kid, the way they ate at a dinner table in public was comical. And I was like, ooh, I can't wait till you get of the dating age, because this is going to be a thing.
Well, even I'll go back to our first date. I didn't know it was a date. We went to the rib place where they had the peanuts on the floor. 25 years later.
I still ain't figured out how to get this together. So to go with what you were saying,
anyway,
it was a date.
What I was saying is that the thing that always impressed me was when I could go out with somebody.
TJ Roadhouse, by the way.
Yes. Shout out to TJ Roadhouse. Don't know if they're still in business anymore.
Is TJ Roadhouse still a thing?
I don't even know if they're still in business
But
anymore.
that is definitely a place where it gets messy.
Right. And so pizza is one of those foods where you get to kind of see,
Yep.
Are they a fork and knife pizza eater, or are they going to pick it up by their hands?
What does it say about a person who's a fork and knife pizza eater?
If it's pan pizza, it's okay. If it's New York thin crust and you cutting it with your fork and knife, I'm looking at you a little sus.
Little sus. What does that mean?
A little suspect.
A little suspect. Hey, listen.
You a little, as they say in Panama, yay.
Little yay.
In the States, you a little bougie. If you cutting your thin crust pizza with a fork and knife.
Lord have mercy.
And
it's a New York style.
It is a New York style, the grease running off of it, and you cutting it with a fork and knife.
First of all, you got to have an awfully sharp knife. Because I'm thinking the person might be, suspect is a good word, because I'm trying to figure out where you even got a knife that cut that thing. Because you don't want to get your hands dirty. You would have to bring your own knife. Because ain't no legit New York deli style pizza place worth its salt giving you no. They don't even have fork and knives in that place.
Right.
But we digress. We're talking pizza. We're talking about how you can elevate it. There are 3 places
here in Panama.
That if you ever come, you gotta go. And so we're gonna talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about this dating thing, babe. 25 years ago, we said I do. And we said I do first to becoming friends. Yes. For those that don't know, we are relationship coaches. And if you are struggling to build your relationship on any level, we have a program that we've been running online for going on 8 years now, called the MAPS Relationship Academy. We would love for you to take a second, click the link wherever you might see it, and check out that online relationship academy, particularly if you want to grow your relationship very intentionally, whether it's a coupled or parenting relationship. But babe, when it comes to our marriage, you and I have done this before. This ain't our first rodeo.
Right.
And I think we both recognize in the first time around, first 2 for her, not throwing no shade, it was just true.
It just was.
We got some stuff wrong.
Us got a whole bunch of stuff wrong.
And we didn't major on things that I think that, quite frankly, the dating part of this equation sort of kind of naturally just adds value to that. What would that be in terms the big F word? Becoming
friends.
And staying
friends.
And constantly nurturing what?
And fostering your friendship.
That part.
I'm like,
y'all see how I gave her, I fed her. See, she don't do me like that, y'all. Sharibi set me up like I'm supposed to know the right answer before it's, okay.
Right, but I believe that the foundation of every good relationship is friendship. And in order to continue to foster that after you get married, I think one of the easiest ways to continue to foster that is to continue dating. Now for us, we have practiced a date night at least once a week, every week for the last 25 years. Now, that date night sometimes is a Netflix and chill. It's not always going out, but we've practiced devoting some time to just us, spending time. Sometimes it's us just laying in the bed on a Saturday morning watching YouTube videos. That morning, eating breakfast in bed, that counts as a date because it's time dedicated for us to spend time alone together, to just laugh, have fun, just be goofy, just be us, not dealing with the day-to-day, not dealing with the issues with the kids, not dealing with work, not dealing with anything else, but actually being able to just talk about our dreams, our aspirations, talk about the things we like and we dislike. And one thing that we love to do is go out and eat.
That part. Listen, let me ask y'all a question. Is a date considered a date if it don't involve food? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. Is a date considered a date if it does not involve food?
I would say yes. You can have a date without food.
I think so, but I'm just saying that
we tend to include food, but you can tell.
Right? Yeah. We can.
We look like we eat pretty good.
We eats good. Speaking of eating good, let's talk about pizza.
Okay, so when we moved here to Panama, when we relocated to Panama, one of the biggest things that we had to rediscover some new places to eat because there are some American chains here, but we really wanted to learn the culture of Panama and explore different restaurants. And one thing about Panama that we discovered is it's extremely international when it comes to the food scene here. There's an international gastronomy. I learned a new word.
I don't like that word.
That's the term they
Gastronomy? It sounds like gastric bypass.
That's not what it
like
means.
Like gastro, like gas. It smells.
That's not what it means.
It don't sound like gas and
So,
food should go together.
There's a lot of international cuisine available here in Panama.
For sure.
And so one particular cuisine that's very popular here in Panama is Italian food. And so we have explored several different Italian restaurants. And of course, I love my pasta, but pizza, I can tell if you got good pizza, you good.
We can do some things.
We can do some things. So
let's talk about pizza. So there are 3, and by the way, if you have ever been to Panama City, if you happen to live here in Panama City, if you are looking to come here, maybe you've researched some places, do me a favor, light up the comments and let us know your favorite spot. But there are 3 that we're going to talk about that are our absolute favorites for 3 completely different reasons. And quite frankly, all of it doesn't necessarily have to do with the pizza, although the pizza in all 3 are amazing.
Okay.
So in no particular order, let's start with the neighborhood joint. Let's start with the neighborhood joint.
Okay, so we live in the neighborhood of El Cangrejo, and there is a pizza place called Catane that is around the corner from us, not that far. It's walking distance from us, and it's one of the the second pizza place that we actually ate at when being here in Panama. But they have amazing pizza. Like I said, it's a neighborhood spot. When we first started going there, it was really just kind of like a carry out, and they had some seating outside. But they've expanded now to the spot next door. They've actually opened a sit-down restaurant where you can go and eat. They have amazing pizza. They have a pizza burger.
So listen, the pizza burger is to die for, y'all. It's a burger, right, with all the stuff on it, and the bread is actually pizza dough. So I had never had anything like that, and they've got mozzarella cheese on that. I think it's a beef burger, Angus beef, if I'm not mistaken. But the thing I love about Catane's more than anything else is that neighborhood feel that it has.
Yes.
If I had to describe the pizza, I would say it's definitely more on a New York style end of the world. There used to be a place that did a brick oven pizza that was absolutely phenomenal, but they closed.
They went out of business.
Side note, whenever you come to Panama, if you are coming and you have never been here, you may want to think about touching bases with people that live here, because there are things that are on the internet. And quite frankly, they were there when you researched it. But by the time you get here, it might not be a thing. So that was the brick oven place. And I'm telling you, they had been there for years. Apparently the owner retired and they just was done. And they survived the pandemic barely.
With no warning, they closed.
And
we literally went there one day, walked around the corner like 3 days later.
And they was packing up. And I was like, oh my God. But we digress.
Yeah, right. So Catane
it's a great
pizza.
Neighborhood spot that has the thin crust type.
It's a great family place. The inside, the food is good. They have a wide selection, different variety of pizzas. You can customize your pizza. They also have pretty good pasta. And so Catane Pizza, if any of you guys live here in Panama or been to Panama and been to Catane, put your rating on what you think.
1 to 5, 1 being not that great, 5 being the best.
So I would give Catane a 4.
I would.
And the primary reason is because they don't serve alcoholic beverages.
No, it's fun.
The environment is a nice environment, but it's a family environment.
Yeah.
It's not that romantic, environment for a date night, but it's a great environment for a Friday night. Y'all just want to stop and grab a pizza. You can grab it, take it home. They have quick delivery service. You can get it delivered to you, or you can walk in and get it and carry it out, or you can also sit down. Yeah,
so Catane definitely, I would rank it a 4 out of 5. So if we were to talk about our second place, and again, pizza is one of those foods that quite frankly can be elevated. So don't y'all come in the comments for me talking about pizza. Like, no, everybody I know loves pizza.
Right.
Elevated pizza, and I like this place when you start talking about upscale but not stuffy.
Yes.
Upscale but not bougie in the sense that you feel like you got to dress up per se to go there. I would have to say Ciao Bella's.
Yes. Yes.
Ciao Bella, it's in Soho Mall.
There's one in Soho Mall.
And
There's
then
one here on Amador Causeway.
And Yeah,
And I think there's another location as well, but those are the two that we've been to.
Yeah, the one on the Amador Causeway has views of the marina.
Which is, we're sitting across from
We're
it.
actually sitting right across from this. These are the outdoor seating of the actual Ciao Bella restaurant. But it's upscale. We bring people here a lot when they come because it gives you that vibe. They have the murals of Italy, Florence. It feels Italian.
They got the cloth tablecloths.
Cloth napkins, glasses. Not paper and cups and things like that. But it doesn't feel stuffy.
No,
at all.
Yeah, you can tell they definitely cater to expats. They cater to tourists. But the food is amazing. Their pizzas are amazing.
Oh,
they have a thin crust also.
They got a calzone. Is it calzone?
They have a calzone.
To die for.
True Italian pizza.
Yeah.
True Italian pizza, not so much. It's thin crust, but it's not New York style. It's really Italian pizza. Very good. They have a wide selection of different pizzas that you can get. I always kind of stick with the basic because I'm like, if you can get a basic pizza, pepperoni right, then you're doing good.
Right.
So they put plenty of toppings on their pizza. I've also tried some of the other ones. So they have a great assortment of pizzas. The service is excellent.
Yep.
I like because their locations are. The two locations that we described
date night certified
are definitely date night certified
for sure.
The one in Soho Mall is on the outside. It's on a like a rooftop balcony where you can overlook the city. Like I said, the one we're at now here on the Amador Causeway, you have these views of the marina. If you sit outside, well, even if you're sitting inside, you can still see outside.
Yeah, they have
huge
windows.
Beautiful views here. And so, yeah, this definitely would be number 2. I would give Ciao Bella, and they do have alcoholic beverages. Ciao Bella, I guess I give it 4.5.
Yeah, I would have to say a 4.5, 4.6. Ciao Bella is the perfect spot. You can dress up if you want to. You won't feel out of place.
Right.
But it is definitely a chill spot. As a matter of fact, it's in the same area where there's a duty-free mall in the area where you can kind of shop and do some things and come over and chill. But it's on the water, and I think that that's, for me, what gives it that 4.6 for me. 5, 6 for sure. The food is definitely on par with anything.
Yeah. And one thing, do want to just sidebar, all of the restaurants that we're referring to, remember, we're in Panama. So they may not have staff that speak English, but they do offer an English menu.
Yes.
So that you can read it. You can always use your Google Translate or whatever translation app to translate the menu. One word of caution that I will say, any restaurant that you visit here in Panama, stick to the menu items. They don't, unless you speak Spanish fluently.
Yeah. It's hard
to do substitutions.
And our next place is an example of why you don't want to do that.
Right, because the rate of error in miscommunication is very high. So it can be miscommunicated very well if you try to change from the menu item. So I recommend that you stick with what's on the menu.
Yeah.
Or if you might add 1 or 2 things, but if you're one of these people that, oh no, don't take that off, give me that.
Right, and you want to create your own thing.
If they don't have a create your own option and you're trying to substitute things, it might get a little convoluted and you might not get what you want.
The other part of that is it's frustrating, to be really honest, and you're trying to order one thing, you like what you like, they don't understand it, and then what they do understand, they give you what they think it is, and it can get, when you say convoluted, it can get messy real fast, for sure. So when Cherie says stick to the menu, we learned this the hard way at this place that we'll mention next. And the last one on the list is in our favorite place in all of Panama, and that is in Casco Viejo, the infamous Madres. Madres is a problem.
You got the vibe, you got the environment, you can dress up. You dressing up to go have pizza.
Yeah, for sure.
The whole environment, when you go in, this is date night approved.
For sure. Magic tricks. Listen, they got the magicians coming through.
First
time that we went,
there was a
violinist playing.
It's like a whole vibe.
It's right on the courtyard. One of the main squares in Casco Viejo. And so therefore, you've got a whole street vibe going in before you even get in the place.
And you can eat outside. If you want to sit on the courtyard, they have tables outside if you want to sit outside. But if you want that real intimate date night feel, you go inside. It's low lighting, but it's not, you can't see your food. But it's that romantic lighting in there.
It's the way the place is made. It's obviously it's Costco, so it's Old Town Panama,
It's brick.
and it's brick.
Yes.
It's beautiful. One of the things I will say is that when I say traditional, they've got stuff on pizza I've never heard of. So guys, listen to me carefully. This is not the place where you come get, sausage, mushroom, and pepperoni. Like, no.
No.
This is a place where you're getting asparagus, artichokes,
Yeah.
like
Arugula.
And for all of my Italian, you've been to Italy people,
You gotta
right?
try it and let us know.
You got to try Madre's and then let us know in the comments. Yo, I went. It is not what you say. I think they make their dough in the back. Like, I think they legit make their actual pizza dough on the facility, on site.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if it compares, y'all let us know.
Right. And so I would give Madre for environment, for the vibe, for the food. I'm gonna have to give it a 5.0.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
I'm gonna give it 5 stars.
For all the things, yeah, it is definitely a combination. The pizza is to die for, but the environment takes it to another level.
Yes.
And then the service in there is at a completely different level. It is accommodating without feeling stuffy.
Yes.
It is upscale, for
upscale.
sure.
You could go in there, you could dress up like, you're dressing up for date night and go there, or you
Right.
could go just casual and still feel comfortable. But it definitely lends to, if you going out on a date night, that is a spot you can go dressed up and you're not going to feel like we just going to a pizza joint.
Right.
No, you're going to a real 5-star restaurant. You're going to get that level of service and get to eat pizza.
Listen, so with that being said, we're talking dating, we're talking Panama, we're talking pizza. I definitely want to talk about Taste and See.
So speaking of Taste and See, talking about Panama, so many of you have heard us talk about in February 2025, we're doing our Reignite experience, which is a couple's experience that we've curated, and we had sold out the event, but we have opened up 3. We've opened up 3 additional spots. So if you are interested, put it in the comments. I'm going to put a link in the description where you guys can go ahead and secure that spot. Like I said, we only have 3 additional spots available that we're opening up. So you'll need to make your deposit as soon as possible. The event is in February 2025. So you'll need to be able to go ahead and make your payments and everything, but you want to get your deposit in to go ahead and secure that space. Other Taste and See experiences that we're working on. We are in the process now of, I've been meeting with people. People are definitely interested. We're putting together some specific tours that you can book. So if you're interested in coming to Panama, if you're looking to come here to learn about the culture, if you're looking to come here just for rest and relaxation, if you're coming here for an exploratory visit because you really are interested in maybe potentially one day relocating, and you want to come and taste and see first before you make a decision on making a move here, check us out. Click the link in the bio, schedule a session with me so I can meet with you. We can decide which direction you're going in. If you're going to book a trip here, we offer our concierge service, which we are boots on the ground. We're able to specifically curate an experience for you based on what your needs and your expectations are to provide you with the best vendors. When you come, the best hotel that's going to suit your needs. If you are looking to come and relocate, I can connect you with a relocation specialist based on what your relocation needs are.
Exactly.
Because everyone's different, and depending on why you're coming, depending on what your situation is, there is a specific relocation specialist for you. So we hope that, we'll connect with you guys. Hope that you'll come and taste and see Panama and come and experience all that there is in Panama.
Do us a favor, guys. Click the links in the description below if you want to find out any information relative to all the things we've talked about, whether it is the MAPS Relationship Academy, because you, wherever you are in the world, you're looking to join a community that can help you guys grow your relationships, where we deal with conflict resolution, we deal with, communication issues and all the things relative to keeping a relationship intact. But whether it's that or Taste and See, or maybe you've got questions about things that we could potentially provide an answer for. We're not relocation specialists, but we know and we network with a bunch of people. We actually have a couples community that we are building here, and we do a couples night out, game night sort of thing once a month. It's a closed group, quite frankly, because it's an invitation only. We're curating that space for people that want to grow with us from a networking standpoint, and we're just really careful about how we want to grow that. But if you're interested in all of those things, again, reach out and we'll go from there. At the end of the day, here's what I know to be true. You cannot get to any place of significance by
By
yourself. And the reason is
because we all
need.
some help.
Y'all be good, and let's catch up on the next episode.